In those first 3 or 4 years of my Christian life, I was racked with doubt. I came to the Christian faith as a skeptic with all kinds of questions and said I wouldn't believe until everyone was answered. And then I became a Christian, and those first 3 or 4 years I was racked with doubt. I was just afflicted with it. I used to tell people back then that if I thought long and hard enough about it, I could actually doubt whether I loved my own mom. I just thought hard enough about it. I remember wrestling. Do I actually believe this? For 3 or 4 years, do I actually believe this? And going back and forth. My faith was weak, but I had faith. All those years ago, I found myself reading Mark 9 one day, and there I found yet another man in Scripture that I gravitated towards. You may remember the story from the Gospel. There is a man that has a son that is possessed by an unclean spirit, and that unclean spirit, a demon, is causing that boy to have seizures. And the seizures are horrific. They will throw him on the ground, and the boy will start foaming at the mouth, and he will become rigid. But the worst part of it is the father says that the spirit would sometimes cast the boy into fire and cast him into water, hoping that he would die. And so this father, he is beside himself. He doesn't know what else to do. And so he comes running to Jesus. And he says to Jesus, "Please, Jesus, if you can, heal my son." He came to Jesus, but he has doubts. There's faith, but it's a wavering type. And Jesus responds, "If you can, all things are possible for one who believes." And the father cries out, "I believe. Help my unbelief." I believe, but it's mixed. It's mixed with some unbelief. It's not perfect. I believe, but it's wavering and it is weak. And the gentle good shepherd doesn't respond by rebuking the man. He responds with mercy and kindness and grace, and he heals his son. He heals him. Prayer became one of the most dominant prayers of my life in those early years. Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. That's a good prayer to pray. That's a good prayer for all of us to pray, no matter what state we're at in the Christian life. And in his kindness, as the years passed, he propped up my faith more and more. He gently persuaded me more and more by his grace, just as he does in gentleness and kindness with Thomas here. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief.